Well, I did it. I read 50 Shades of Grey, and I'm going to review it. I'm warning you now that some of it is not suitable for younger audiences. So if you are either uncomfortable with talks of sexuality or are under the age of 18, do not watch this. Alrighty, so here we go. You've been warned. And also, spoilers, probably, although there is not spoil, because there is not in the way of plot in this novel. I'm going to break this into multiple parts, because I have so much to say about it right now that it'll probably be like a 3-hour video. Like, seriously, it'll be like a freaking epic, like Lord of the Rings type stuff. Oh my god. I have not been this passionate about a book since Twilight ended, so this is kind of exciting, and I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it. I did write notes, so I do know sort of what I'm going to say, but I don't know the order in which I'm going to say it. So let's begin again. Dead. Frozen watches. It's, because of its graphic nature, yeah, not suitable for kids. You've been warned. There we go, I've done my job. Where do I start? 50 Shades of Grey, I guess, for those of you who don't know what it is a erotic novel by an English author named E.L. James. I don't know what her initials stand for. Nobody does. She has not released her full name, and she's in her 40s. And she got her start, actually, with this book on fanfiction for a Twilight fanfic, called Master of the Universe. She later pulled it off the fanfiction website because fanfiction was like, dude, we don't want to deal with it. It's too graphic. So then she took it off that site, put in a new thing, opened a new website called 50shades.com, posted the trilogy there, decided, hey, I want to publish this, and just changed the names. And then she got it through a publisher, and through sheer word of mouth and other methods of viral marketing, it is now on the top of the Amazon bestseller list and the New York Times #1 bestseller. In fact, I was talking to one of my friends today who knew I was doing this review, and she said that the 3 best-selling novels right now are 50 Shades of Grey, the soft cover paperback, 50 Shades of Grey, the hardcover is number 2, and 50 Shades Darker, which is the sequel, which I'll also be reviewing. I'll be reviewing all 3 novels in this trilogy. I've only read the first one as of right now, but and I'm going to record my thoughts on it, and then I will read the next one and do the same thing. Read the next one and do the same thing. So there we go. So it's going to be a 50 Shades month. So yeah, kitties, make sure the kids are out of the room. Okay, so first I should start by saying this is by no means a good book. It's not well written. Some of the words are overused a lot. She needs to think of different ways to say things. It's a fantastic premise, but it could have been written a hell of a lot better. You can tell it's a fanfic that was made into a book, because actually I think I've read better fanfiction yeah. But yeah, so it's by no means a good book, but what it's, and by good I mean well written. But I think it's a good book in terms of, it's obviously getting women talking, and it's feeding a need in our society. She obviously tapped into something that women must find pleasurable, I guess, for lack of a better word. But I suppose I should start from the beginning. This book is about a girl named Anastasia Steele. She's 21, and at the beginning of the book, she's a virgin. Of course, because all novels, the majority of romance novels, the young ones always start out as virgins. I don't know, I think we have a virgin fetish. I really do. But I mean, I guess that makes sense because it's based on Twilight fanfic and Bella was a virgin. So yeah, that's another thing about this book. You can see the similarities, which I'll get to. But I keep getting off track. Okay, focus. Okay, it's about a girl named Anastasia Steele, 21, just graduating college. And she, when her roommate Kate is sick, she goes out for Kate. Kate is supposed to interview a man who's very successful. His name is Christian Grey, and he's 27 and is basically a billionaire, owns his own company. I'm not sure what his company does. I think they mention it, but it's so brief that none of this is really memorable, or it's not even really important what he does. So I guess my brain didn't remember it, what his company does. Because really, they never mention it again. All you need to know is he's a billionaire. Yay! Because he's the CEO of some company called Grey Enterprises Holdings Inc. Which I don't know what that means. But whatever, he's rich. And her friend is supposed to interview him for the school newspaper. She can't. She falls ill. So she asks Anastasia to do it. And Anna, of course, says yes, because she wants to help her friend out. And yeah, meets Mr. Grey, thinks he's really, really hot. And the two sort of, after a very, very short amount of time, enter into a BDSM relationship. And for those of you who don't know what that means, because I didn't know what it means, I had to look it up. It's, well, I knew what the SM meant, I didn't know what the BD meant. So, yay, Urban Dictionary. But, BDSM stands for a bondage, bondage, discipline, sadistic masochism? Something like sadist masochism or something. Anyway, those are what the 4 letters stand for. I may have said it wrong. But anyway, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. But the basic premise is you either gain sexual pleasure either from the hurting of others, that's sadism, or the hurting of yourself, which would be masochism. And bondage and discipline means you tie them up and you order them around. Turns you on. Whatevs. Yeah, so they enter into a relationship. And the whole book, there isn't really a plot. The whole premise of the book is to explore their sexual relationship. And, it's more character development in the story between the two characters. Nothing really happens, per se. Sorry, I thought I heard a knock. Nothing really happens, per se. It's just an expert, and just a glimpse into what a BDSM relationship would be like. So, yeah, that's basically the whole premise of the book. And, like I said, it wasn't well written at all. Okay? And I'll delve into that more. some of the words that were overused, I guess I have 5 minutes, I can delve into it now, is, oh my, like, he'd say something that we would consider risque. I can't think of, one right now, and she'd be like, oh my, and everything's, oh my, and if I have to hear, oh my, one more time, I may have to, like, I don't know, nobody better ever use that phrase for the next month, because I've heard it so much. Okay, and, what's another one that's overused? Oh, something about the way his pants hung on his hips. For some reason, E.L. James seems obsessed with that and mentions that. I didn't count, but I'm willing to bet you it's at least 10 times. And surely, they use the word surely a lot. Surely that's not what you mean. Surely you digress, things like that. If I have to hear the word surely one more time, that's another word I've sort of given up for a month. Surely there must be another word for that, because, I mean, I understand what they're trying to do, you know, and that's the sort of feeling they want to describe, but for the oh my, for example, you know, it's sort of a innocent, they could have used words like, oh dear, or gosh, or dear God, or you know, something besides oh my, or oh goodness would be another one. You know, that would convey the same emotion, but would, if you mix it up a little bit, it makes your audience way less annoyed. I was a bad person and didn't buy the book. I found it on YouTube. If you type in 50 Shades of Grey audiobook, all the parts are there. It's broken down in 80 parts, which is kind of annoying, but she set it up in a playlist. And you just hit play and it'll play all the way through. So that was good that she did that. God bless YouTube. But anyway, the point of my saying that was there's comments at the bottom, and one of the comments that I read a lot because I read them all. And doing research for this book, or this review of this book, because I wanted to see what some of the general public thought, and they're like, if she says, oh my, one more time, I may lose it, and things like that, or did she have to say oh my so much, you know, which is annoying, it's really annoying. And the pants thing, they're like, the way the pants hang on its hips, I'm like, that got annoying, that got really annoying. I'm like, I don't even know what that's supposed to represent. Does that mean, you think, isn't it, well, like, what does that even mean? So, really, like, we get it, whatever's going on down there, whether it's his legs, or his butt, or various other male parts that, I won't say because my mother's watching this, it's, we get it, you like them, moving on, and I guess I'm gonna stop there because I have a minute left on this video, before YouTube cuts me off, so that's a start. Next video, which will be up probably by the time you watch this, is going to be about, the characters of Anastasia, which is our main female, and that'll probably take another video, and then I'm probably gonna do 1, 2, or maybe even 3 on the character of Christian Grey, because there's a whole lot I can say about him. Holy crap, and most of it's not good. I'm warning you now, I kind of really don't like that guy. But anyway, that's it, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you very much, and by all means, if you read the novel, tell me what you think. Bye-bye.